Hey everybody, welcome back. I just thought today I would do a little tour of my craft room. I've actually been doing all my crafting out in my dining room for the last 2 years, but recently we had a kid move out, and before anybody could ask to move back in, I claimed the room. This letter is one that I made. And then the butterfly is one that I got, I think it was an after Christmas clearance at Craft Warehouse. I know I spent less than $1 on it, but I think it's really pretty, nice and sparkly. There's actually several of them throughout this room. So we'll start with the door. If you hear scratching, whining, meowing, barking, it's because I've locked all the animals out. They think they need to be in here, and they really don't while I'm filming. So as you come in the door, just to the left, we have this area here. My sewing table. This tablecloth here is actually covering a door. And the inside here is a couple shelves. I've got my sewing glues, Velcro, heat bond, bobbins, pins, marking pencils, stuffing dowel, kind of a mishmash of sewing related items. My machine, most commonly used threads in this. There's also some bobbins hidden down there and some needles that are threaded. It's kind of a, I consider myself organized, but it's kind of organized chaos, basically. This little basket has little end pieces of yarn and felt and stuff from projects that I've worked on. I keep them, and then I kind of spread them out and let the birds use them for nesting material and stuff. Okay, this bulletin board, this is one I've had for a while. It's painted, I spray painted it with the turquoise blue, and then I overlaid a lace curtain that I had purchased from a thrift store. It's just tacked onto the back to attach it. The clothespins are ones that I have altered. These are just some family photos. These are some of the stamps that I had designed. These were pre-colored versions of them. I just keep them around for inspiration. Another of the sparkly butterflies here. This closet with its lovely bifold door. My nasty ironing board back there. This is actually where all my fabric is for sewing and stuff. So I keep the larger pieces hanging here. The top shelf up here, this is all my yarn. I just keep it all in a box. Keeps it away from the cats. That's my big concern. If this door ever gets left open, I don't want them getting in my yarn. These are some projects that I have going. I love the look of knitted stuff. I'm really bad about completing a project with it. My iron, some threads, stuff. These are some of the larger pieces. They either just haven't been hung yet, or they're not quite large enough to hang with it. Any piece that I have, remnant piece that I have that's large enough to be folded, winds up on this shelf. If it's not large enough to be folded up and stacked neatly, it winds up going in this bag. Then I also have an old towel here that I use to make my Swiffer covers with. Batting and stuffing down here. And then that one has my fleece that I use. So I try to keep the closet door shut. It squeals. And coming to the right of the closet is my desk. And the sun has suddenly decided to come out, so I hope the glare isn't too horrible with it. This is kind of the computer desk area that I work with. This desk actually has been used for office space type stuff, so the drawers are kind of terrifying. There's a lot of paperwork and stuff in there, and things that I'm not wanting to go through on my own, and my husband keeps promising, but his work schedule is kind of chaotic at this point. So there's still drawers full of paperwork we need to go through on that. My printer, scanner, copier here. I keep my fixative right there. I do not spray that in this room. I go outside to actually spray that. But mostly I work with digistamps. So if I need to use something and color it pretty quickly after it's been printed, I will spray the fixative. This first drawer, I actually do know what's in it. It's mostly batteries. A couple of small little paperback books that I bought specifically to tear apart. My external hard drive connected to my laptop. This is the only functioning computer I have right at the moment, so everything is done using the laptop as the hard drive with it. My storage is all on this. I am using the second monitor right now. I'm editing wedding photos right at the moment, but it's a lot easier to edit on the larger monitor. I don't have to zoom in as far to actually see what's being done. This little organizer is one that one of my very good friends had purchased for me as a gift years ago. I love that it's got the drawers, it's got the storage on the side, and it actually does spin. And there are some little hooks on the back to hang things as well. I got my rotary cutter, a pair of scissors that are in desperate need of sharpening. My tape runner is in the back there. It's just one of the small ones. Harry Potter wand that I made out of a dowel and hot glue. These are some sprays that I will get to here in just a moment. This top drawer has kind of miscellaneous backup, foam tape, glue sticks, tape, my paper trimmer, blades. The bottom drawer has my hot glue sticks, some safety pins, and then some other glue sticks in there. Coming down, that drawer is just a hot mess. It is pens and address labels and miscellaneous stuff that I reach for all the time, but it's all just kind of shoved in there at the moment. This is more some backup stuff, tape runner refill, drawing ink, makeup sponges for ink blending, some chipboard pieces and shapes, and there's a thing of vellum back there. When I work with fleece, if I have leftover pieces, remnant pieces, I will cut it up into squares to use for backing for flowers and stuff like that. This drawer is my acrylic craft paints. There's some watercolors back down in there. The muffin tin is one I got from the dollar store. I use it to mix stuff in. Plastic canvas sheets. Use it when I do my art journaling. There's some sponge brushes and popsicle sticks down there. I use popsicle sticks to mix. So then coming back to this corner, this is an old wine rack I have. I did turn it long ways for now. It fit better in this space. These are my homemade alcohol / shimmer spray inks. I just keep them all in there. And that's just cardstock I put on the bottom to hold them actually into the different slots. And that's what these are as well. They just need to be shaken up. This little suitcase piece I picked up at a thrift store a long time ago. That's all my most commonly used ribbons and trims in there. and then coming over here